Hi, everybody. That's soon to be here. Lissa should be here shortly. And if this is your first time here, my name is Noelle. I go by Farm Girl Scavenger. This is our weekly Let's Talk About It show that we do every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern. And this is the last of the Christmas in July.
Santa Claus and popcorn, jingle bells and reindeer horns, Christmas trees and mistletoe. Jesus loves me, this I know. I know you're not particularly on the religious theme, but
it's okay.
It's a song from my childhood that I know well.
That's all right.
I thought I'd show everybody with the color wheel going.
That's gorgeous. Hola, Mike, and hi, Lynn.
That's the charm gang. I just wanted to give, I don't know how many people are in here. Let me see. Just looks like Lynn and Mike right now.
There's 5. There's 3 lurkers.
Okay.
Which is all good.
If I went through all the effort of putting this bloody thing together, by golly, people are going to see it because I'm going to sell it. It's not going back in storage. But I wanted to show the allure of our color wheels.
It's gorgeous.
It's a Charlie Brown tree. Oh, there's Gina.
Hi, Gina. How are you?
I'll give it about 15 more seconds. See how many people come in. You look beautiful, Noelle.
Well, that's why I'm late, because I haven't worn makeup in so long or done my hair that I've had a hard couple of weeks. I've had a hard life.
I know.
It's a hard duck's life.
Well, when it's so hot, your makeup's melted and you're trying to put it on. Yeah.
All I did was what the hell is this? Mascara?
Eyeshadow, mascara, eyeliner.
No eyeshadow. Nope. I didn't have time for that.
Hi, Joe.
Anyway, let's see. Kim, how are you? You're looking forward to the show. It's late here in Georgia. Yes, I bet it is. It's 10 o'clock there because you're on Lissa time.
Yeah, that ain't late.
Hi, Joe. Right. How are you?
Well, here, you guys can look at that a little more. There's a color wheel, gang.
Well, I don't want you to be upset with me, and I know you will be, and that's okay. I'm prepared for it. I got my tree out and down, and I sat on the floor, and I got the collar wheel working and got to put a new bulb in it and opened up the box and started taking everything out. And it's a 6-foot tree, and I'm missing one of the posts and no stand. I wanted to cry because I'm there. Those of you that know. But I brought all the stuff in the office so that I can show, like Lissa has hers all put together, and I've got my pieces.
Well, and I have its pom-pom box here, too, with its tag from Kresge's or Kresge's, which used to be a very expensive store in downtown Canton.
Oh, I bet.
So it is a real pom-pom. And then the light has been in this potato chip box.
That potato chip box is probably worth some money on its own.
It says color wheel on it. It's been in that box. Yeah, the potato chips were 99 cents for the 1 pound, 4 ounce bag.
I know that, but that box itself is worth money.
Oh, I know.
Nice little advertisement piece.
Nice little container.
I have a goal of listing 24 items during the stream. Can you list some for me? Mike. Hi, Amy Lou. Amy is new,
on the wrong side.
And she is one of my good friends that lives down the street. Amy, this is Lissa.
Hi.
And
taking off my stockings.
Everybody else, welcome Amy in and tell her hey. We have rooting for relics here. Gina says, what's going on? Gina's happy. Oh my goodness, I'm just so damned happy you guys are on before 11 p.m. Good evening, Karen. How are you? Mike's like, maybe Maybe I'll list some for you, and maybe I won't. Boy, I need a haircut. Something. You guys had no clue I had this much hair, did you?
Well, I put all mine on the wrong side. I forgot what side the camera is because it's so hot. I just no. But look, Noelle, everybody, Noelle sent me this brand new bow because my others were getting kind of after 30 years.
I sent you one. Where's your Christmas bow? I sent you one to keep and one to sell.
To sell? No. I have them, but I couldn't find any. Okay, the outfit I wanted to wear, I found out my weight gain made it that I couldn't. And so that would have matched gold. This one matches silver.
Isn't that Christmas bow red, gold, and green? It goes with anything.
What's
wrong with you? You know what? I'll tell you what's wrong with you. You hang out with people like me. Oh, heavens. Anyway, you look marvelous.
Marvelous, darling. Right back at you. We're ready for Christmas. Going to parties.
That's right. It's
getting up the eggnog.
Cool that you have the original box to your tree because I have the original box to my tree. And not only do I have the original box to my tree, I have the original receipt.
Oh, well, I just got the shipping thing on it.
$3.53 with tax.
Well, I have another one.
Put the date, 26th of December,
1964.
And then
my mama just graduated high school. I have the instructions upstairs somewhere, but I couldn't find them. So I was like, whatever, I'm just getting it together.
My dog ate part of my homework.
See, I have a smaller one here.
Is the one that you have up, is that a 4-footer?
No, it says it's 6 feet.
Good evening, K&D Flips and Miss Hot Flip.
But this one, this is from Wisconsin. It was made in Wisconsin, like Chuck and Marcy.
Is it?
Oh, now see, this one's got the instructions.
Hi, Chuck. Well, these aren't instructions. This is just an order sheet so you can order more pieces.
Oh.
Which is pretty cool. I need that tree stand. I happen to know where there is one, though.
Oh, those tree stands are a bear. So instead of wrestling the little aluminum ring down on it, I gave up and put a zip strip. The ring's there. I just wasn't messing with it any longer.
Oh, no.
But yep.
I totally get that.
Here's we got.
I wasn't born in 64, but it was only 3 years later that tragedy befell this earth.
See, all of our little.
Sarah was a year old.
And see, there's your stand. There's your stand and your wood dowels.
Yep. I'll just use I'm going to have to use one of those regular red and green Christmas tree stands, the little metal ones.
Who cares?
No,
they're getting harder and harder because they don't last. They abuse people. Because I've sold one in the past that had the beautiful pom-poms like on the box. But over time, you've got to fluff them out like this.
Yep.
But it's going back and forth in these gosh darn paper sleeves. And people that pull them out the wrong way, it can bend your branches. You're supposed to stick them in and pull them out from the top.
Yeah, you stick it in and then you pull it out from the top. That's right. Got that, you guys? Sandy says, Lissa, that tree and color wheel was just like my grandma's. I thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen when I was little. And you were correct. And she also says that she's a 1964
model herself.
Well, it was a good year then. We got a lot of 64s, and well, see, you and my tree were meant to be. Maureen, hi, girl. I haven't seen you for a while. I know you're around, and I know you always comment afterwards. But I'm happy to see you. I hope your summer's going good.
We love our lurkers. Lurkers are great. As long as you're here, maybe you might learn something or enjoy us, or who the heck knows.
Mike.
Yeah. Go Wisconsin. Right, Lynn? Go Wisconsin.
Lynn, are you guys following? I'm so proud of Lynn. She posted. I'm having camera issues here. There we go. That's better. Or maybe you guys only want to see half of my face.
Well, that seems to be going what I'm got going on here.
So now that we have 21 people here, you wanna shut your light off and put your wheel back on and sing your little song that you're singing while I wipe.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna put my hair on the other side. So and sing my song again.
Yeah, the song that you were singing when you came.
Oh, I know what you mean. All right.
Yes.
Hold on, everybody.
We're holding. We're waiting.
I gotta plug it in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
it's got to be plugged in. All right. Here. Let me pick it up. And the reason it's making some noise is I didn't put the little bolt on it. All right. Here we go, gang. Santa Claus and popcorn, jingle bells and reindeer horns, Christmas trees and mistletoe. Jesus loves me, this I know. Careless singing, silent night, Crosby dreams at Christmas time. We celebrate because the King was born, with Santa Claus and popcorn. There we go. That's all.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Is that what I had?
So my.
Is that what I had for the song on the Instagram post? Was that what I had? No, I had Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. Da, 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 da. Only with eggnog. Thank you, Karen.
Yes, Alyssa did a great job. She has a good voice, and she's also a pretty good comedian. If you guys.
Oh, I had a good voice before my throat surgery, so I used to be actually a singer in the church choir too. I miss singing. But anyway, so I did at least for you guys.
Uh-oh. Now we have to
be on
good. We got to be on good behavior because Barry's here, and he'll let me have it if I don't.
Canada
is represented.
Canada in the house. We like our neighbors to the north.
Yes,
Send
we
us
do.
healthcare.
Hi, Jen. How are you? How have you been? Long time no see. I kind of have disappeared from public life the last couple of weeks, but I'll be back in a week.
Well, you've been working hard. People have no idea how hard you've been working. My glory.
I'm taking a step back from that. I'm relinquishing authority of the job to my son, Justin, and Marie tomorrow. From now on, I'm just going to keep track of the hours and do stuff. And I'm only going to work 8 hours a day because otherwise I'm going to be in a padded room. That's a nice way to say it. Anyway, so I took the whole day off. I didn't work today. Nobody went to work. It was super hot today. Anyway, it's going to be hot tomorrow, but we got a container. Amy and her daughter are going to come and help. Amy Lou up above that I said just lives down the street. She and her daughter are going to come help tomorrow and hopefully both of them on Friday. And so I'm hoping some of you have seen pictures, some of you haven't, of the yard, that we will get everything that's in the yard. Hi, Matt. How are you? Put into the container, and then it's just going to go smoother that way. So I told Justin, I said, if I get to the point where I'm stressed out and you hear the lawnmower start, I'll be out back in the orchard mowing. Hell has frozen over. Absolutely, Matt. Come on down. I'll absolutely make time. I'm not going to work on the weekends for anybody but me.
Well, God knows it's hot as blazing Hades. So
I don't care how important it is. I have to take care of me, and my kids are pressing me too. So that's just what it is. But yes, next weekend will be great. Do you like my new farmer's tan? Check it out, you guys. Not only do I have the real one.
Oh yeah, she got some milky white arms going on, like blinding. Should warn people to get their sunglasses on.
It's official, frozen solid. Okay, self-care is important.
Amy, that's what I've been telling her.
Amy knows me pretty well, and she knows that I'm something else. Let's just put it there. Anyhow, so the last 4 weeks we've talked about Christmas, and it would seem like, hi, Missy G, how are you? It would seem like a lot of other people have been following suit. If you follow Jan at Antiques by Karen, then you know that she's been selling a lot of Christmas stuff. She's actually got her auction running right now. She'll be done in about 45 minutes, an hour. So if you guys, not that I'm trying to not get you to watch me, but if you want some cool Christmas ornaments, you may want to go over there and look, and then you can always come back. So
we won't be offended.
Nope, not
Jan
at all.
needs help getting rid of that stuff. And then she's got a nice girl on.
Yes, she's trying to raise enough money for the closing costs on her new house that she's getting. Anyway, so we did ornaments, we did Busilla, we did ornaments, we did fabric, we did ephemera, we did what didn't
Carl.
we do?
It is.
Carl, yeah. Ho ho, frugal peanut reseller, Miss Marcy. How are you?
There's Marcy. Now, Chuckles can't be far behind.
No, he's been in here for a while.
Oh, I missed the Chuck.
That's okay. What did I forget? I don't know. Who knows?
Talking about the different things that we've showed over the past, and Jan's doing Christmas too, and a lot of other people.
Yeah, a lot of other people are. Well, it's Christmas in July, and one thing that I'll stress, and Lissa will too, probably more than 5 or 6 times tonight, is that don't wait until Christmas time to list your Christmas stuff. Don't wait until Halloween to list your Halloween stuff, or Valentine's, or Easter, or St. Patrick's Day. If you have it, sell it. I see so many other sellers, and one of my favorite sellers and favorite people to follow and listen to while I'm doing stuff is Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker, and he lurks. I heard him say the other day when he picked up a whole bunch of Christmas stuff. I mean, he loaded up. I was watching him and I was like, you better be buying, I'm just like talking to him, I'm like, you better be buying that stuff. You bet. And finally he goes, I should probably just buy it all. And I'm like, yes, you should. Yes.
I think we have all yelled at others watching their videos. I was yelling at Chuck today for not picking up a turkey platter.
Anyway, I heard him say, I'll hold on to this till Christmas time. And I was like, obviously he's not paying attention. Kevin,
True,
you're not
Sarah.
teaching anymore. Now you're the student. And we love you. Those little Christmas tree ornaments, both of the kids could help you list. There you go. They can do the pictures for you, and bing, bang, boom, bada boom, you got them done. I got to teach Dren how to take pictures. And I'm also probably going to hire Brooke, who is Amy Lou's daughter. She's 19, and teach her how to take pictures. So I hope everybody's happy for me. I said I'd never have an employee. I think Kevin, you, me, and Froggy Flips are all very similar buyers. I totally 100% agree. there isn't pretty much anything that we won't buy because we know it's worth something. Okay.
Yeah, what is he doing?
On?
He had a 2 earlier.
Mike, explain yourself.
Yeah, he had a 2 earlier. Now he's got a 3, and I was going to ask about it. I'm like,
well,
all right,
I
got a bite.
I thought he did the one for when you said, hang on a second, you got to plug it in. Because he sometimes is a smart butt. I caught myself. Well, almost every time he's a smart butt. But we love that about you. Anyway, so explain yourself. Number of listings.
Explain yourself, Lucy. You got some explaining to do.
Did you already take the pictures and now you're just doing the listing because that doesn't count?
Yeah, him. Because I took pictures, but I have.
Carl,
everybody needs paired up.
Mike is a drinking game. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, Mike is a drinking game.
Oh my God, you guys! I have to turn the fan on. I'm sorry. I had no clue it was going to be like this. Hopefully it won't be too loud, and if it is, I'm sorry, but
Carl, you were saying that aluminum Christmas tree. You haven't been able to find the bolo. I've got to say that it was super easy to find them in the 90s. I mean, they were at like garage sales all the time. I would find several a year, but just over the past 15 years, they've really been hard to find. And generally they're in the attics, piled under stuff. Not all the estate sale companies dig in, and the boxes being kind of toast like they are. Gosh darn it, the one that a lot of times they don't even read what they are. Like, look how toasted this one is.
Oh yeah.
You see that under stuff up in an attic or in the rafters of the garage? And look, this isn't that gosh darn big. I think this is a 4-foot tree.
Hang on a second. Don't put down yet. There you go. Please.
But look how toasted.
Hey, look. That little picture on the end of the white Christmas tree. That's funny. Do you see it? It's got the red and white Christmas trees. It's like the one that I used in our Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But I'm saying, look how, the box is really, it's something that you can easily overlook. And I know, just from my relatives, they put them up in the rafters in the garage. And a lot of the estate sale people don't even look in there. They don't even look up.
Lots of times, here they do. And they'll let you go up there if you want.
Well, we know Washington and Oregon is a magical place.
I can't help it.
Carl, you keep looking, you will eventually.
Okay, Carl, that's one tree box. All right, let me switch.
I do think they're more prevalent in the East and Midwest, though. I really do.
No, they are not. Sorry.
I had reseller friends in the South say they hardly ever saw them.
Well, maybe they didn't. We had a company here called Van Alcoa. You guys should be very familiar with that, Van Alcoa aluminum, because they sell worldwide. And the first 2 trees that I got and sold were Van Alcoa brand trees. And if you are in if you're looking in the attic and this is what you see, you probably wouldn't open it. That is why when I go to a garage sale, an estate sale, I open every box, every drawer, every cupboard, every bag, look
everything.
Because you don't know if you just saw this, if you're just standing up looking down and you're like, oh, it's just a gross, yucky box. But if you
that's what I'm saying. A lot of them, the boxes are kind of gross and yucky.
You'd see this.
Some of the people in here might not have seen it. The pom-pom box.
Excuse me for a minute, guys.
That's okay. Yeah, that happened. I was looking to see if there was a date on it. Looks like June of 57. Okay.
That's my brother. Apparently, I'm not going to have any water for a while.
You mean in the house, or he's not bringing you a glass?
Like, no water, period, for the property. He's fixing
Hurry,
it.
Justin, take Noel water.
I have a glass of water. I'm just saying I guess the air tank is waterlogged and he's blowing it out, but it was very nice of him to call me and tell me. What do we got here? What's going on? Anyway, so there are many different companies, and we're gonna go into that here in a minute. But this is my box. This was Everlasting Aluminum Christmas Tree. It has 45 branches. It is 6 feet tall, and it was made in another Los Angeles, California. Now, the bigger the trees that you can find, the more money that they're worth. And most of you wonderful people are here till the whole end. And those of you that aren't, that have replayed to listen later, saw that we showed. I showed. Hi, Jen. I was just thinking about you this morning. How are you and your girl doing? We showed a few things last week. So before we do that, we kind of showed this. So this is what the tree looks like. This is a wooden dowel. It's got another dowel in the end of it, and the tree pieces stick together. I am missing, and maybe I'm not. Oh, I know what it is. I thought I was missing another piece. This is supposed to be a 6-foot tree.
I know it doesn't seem like it because this one is too, but I think they're measuring the spires at the top. Because when I put this together, Noelle, I was like, okay, the dowels come up to here on me, but the extra 12 inches is the height of the top branches.
The one on the top,
so, yeah. Because I thought there was another piece missing.
But I don't have the base, which isn't any big deal because any base will work. Oh, I
like this one and the cheap one better.
Hi, Tracy. How are you? 1987 Ventures. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. She is not modded. There you go. All right. And Eric, how are you? Merry Christmas to you too, my friend. Anyway, so I think the largest aluminum Christmas tree I've seen is 9 feet.
I've only ever seen an 8-foot. Wow, a 9-footer?
For sale. You are going to be more often going to see the 4-foot and the 2-foot trees.
Yeah.
You're going to be lucky to find a 6-foot or anything larger. And where Lissa's pom-pom branches are in brown paper, my other trees that I had that were made by Van Alcoa were actually in cardboard tubes, like the and it could very well be because the people that had it did this. They could have saved the cardboard tube from their Christmas wrapping paper, that little leftover tube. And because
that would be really swell.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did. So this is
because every one I've ever had, Noelle, is this. They come in this stuff. It's like the brown grocery bag paper.
Right. So mine, see, they put this one in here wrong. It should not be popped out like this.
No.
So you have to be, this paper will, that is how, now this one's bent and in the process of breaking down there. So I'm going to have to take some pliers and fix that. But the whole fact of the matter is that,
a lot of them are bent, and people do it because they want to position their branches a certain way.
Exactly.
Because they were bent on the upper parts.
Yep. Your mom never got to keep wrapping paper
swords.
Tubes. Oh, I know. We all did that too. We would use them to beat each other with.
Keep waiting, Tracy. You'll find.
Anyway, this is the pom-pom. You're not always going to find the pom-pom one. And this is the one that people want the most. So when
I wish I had the one back I sold in 07.
Isn't yours a pom-pom, Melissa?
Yeah, no, but that's where I can show that if they're not properly stored. Because that's what it should look like, guys. Okay? But what happens over the time and repetitive uses and not being pulled out of the sleeves correctly, your pom-pom gets kind of mushied. Some people don't care.
No longer pommy.
It's not pommy. Well, it's palm tree, but it's still sparkly, and your cats will still want to chew on it.
Tracy, and $300 for those. Yep. And if you have, and then, okay, so Lissa has a different color wheel than I have as well. And there are many different color wheels. I have, and this one needs cleaned, and I'm going to clean it before I sell it.
Oh, you have that one. I haven't seen that one in like forever.
This is
the one I have is the one people usually find.
You can
Yours
take
is neat.
You can take this little screw off here to get to the light bulb, or you can just pull it down. But it just takes, I just have a chandelier light bulb in it.
I didn't put the nut on mine. That's why it was making noise.
Oh, yours has a nice little cute little star. Anyway, so this one's dirty because it's been in an attic. One of my friends gave this to me. Oh, I shouldn't say it gave it to me. I bought it from her. We had an estate yard sale year before last, and she had this out there, and I was like, what? And she goes, I have another one. When I find it in storage, you can have it too. Anyway, so
I'm going to address Amy when we can.
Hey, Boatman, and hi,
and
Amy.
Boatman.
Do you usually find them still in the tubes?
I have more often.
I have not found one that isn't in some sort of tube. Now, this one, I don't know about Lissa's. This thing right here, you can you can stand it like this, and you can also lay it on the ground flat under the tree so that it goes up. Because this, hang on a second here. Let me plug this puppy in. If I have an extra plug-in over here. I've used them.
Carl,
all.
What are you inquiring as to? What on earth are those? The color wheels? Did you not see at the beginning of the show? I had mine on for the clear. You always had them with your aluminum tree.
See this?
And see, it changes the colors on your tree.
So you
does Carl need to see it on again?
Lissa had hers pointed at her tree, or
Carl doesn't know that. All right, Carl, I'll put mine on again just for you and anybody else who may have joined late.
Oh my goodness! Sorry,
I'll get my darn hair off. There we go. Bubbly boo. Dipped my head. Do I sing again? No. All right. Oh, well, I got this little one I was putting together. But see, Carl, your color wheel would go at the base of your aluminum tree, and then it would just cast the colors. So a lot of times you will find a color wheel if you find an aluminum tree.
Not always. The last two that I
said a lot. I didn't say always.
No. But you should ask. You should always ask, because some people.
Yeah, ask them. Do you have the color wheel? Right.
And some people won't know what a color wheel is. So if you find an aluminum tree, ask them if they have a color wheel. If they don't know what it is, pull a picture up on eBay or somewhere.
Yeah.
Because they might have seen it. They just didn't know what it was.
When I was a kid, this was a toy for my girlfriend and I. We would do like color puppet shows. Simple age. But look, Tracy and Carl didn't know about these, but look at the different kinds. Look at Noelle's, and then here's mine.
Does yours
mine has the 4-piece.
Does yours have a stand on it so you can lay it
I've
down
got the atomic stand.
Oh, yeah.
With the gold fleck on it.
So we can be pretty sure that this one was bought around 64 also. Now, I don't have the box to it. I have it in an eBay box and all of that, but it I don't know if you can
I can answer Gina. Gina, you weren't put Christmas lights on them. That's why you got the color wheel.
Which color is best for me?
Oh, let's check you out. Well, you don't really get the orange because you don't have that panel, but I don't know. Yeah, everybody look at how beautiful.
I'm green with envy.
All right. Well, I was gonna say with Gina, you weren't to put Christmas lights on them. That's what the color wheels are about.
No.
Absolutely, do not put lights on these things.
No,
you're asking to get shocked, burn your house down. But people, those plastic, okay, we showed you plastic ornaments in our previous sales, like just
you can put the little aluminum ornaments
shiny
on it.
aluminum, your little balls. You could put the balls on. Hi, Annie. You know, you can put your garland or Lord, more tinsel. You put tinsel on this. Wow, trying to get that off.
Just shoot yourself now. Hiya, Annie.
That guy said his mom put tinsel on theirs, and I was like, oh my.
Now I have to tripping Christmas.
Yeah, it's 90 degrees, and I've got an aluminum color tree and color wheel going. All right, well, if anybody, you know, well, Lord Almighty, I didn't screw on my thingamabob. Mike, do not comment.
Well, I was going to, and then I shut my mouth.
Thank you. But here, so if any of you hadn't seen it, these wheels, Noelle has a different version. They come in different styles. In my experience over 35 plus years, this style wheel is the one that has been most frequently seen, with the 4 panels that, by the way, don't think they're broken. See these metal pieces? They pop right off like your old acrylic poster frames. They come right off, right easy, and the wheel breaks down. And then you just pop them back on to put the wheel together. So if you see one in the panels down in the box, it's not broken. It's just not been put together. Yeah, I'm going to screw it on, Mike.
Well, not only that, Karen says it's amazing that the color wheels still work. Some of the bases that come with some of the trees actually rotate. So the whole tree will rotate, you know, and I'm going to show you one. Well, would you look at that? Hi, Greg. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Greg.
Everybody.
Oh, did you get in time to see the color wheel and the aluminum Christmas tree? I know Lucy Van Pelt wanted to get a shiny pink aluminum Christmas tree, but which actually, guys, I have one upstairs, and that's my Christmas tree. And I was not going to put 2 of these things together.
Your wife laughed at me grinning away watching the color wheels. Yes, absolutely. And you know what? Just like you see all of us watch all the other resellers, we have our favorites, whatever. Just like you see when you walk up to a sale and somebody asks you, are you looking for anything special? Ask them, do you have any vintage Christmas? Do you have any vintage, especially if you're at an older house?
Yeah, older people. Like going to Florida. They don't take their trees with them to Florida.
Welcome in, Greg. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hello, Greg. Oh, first time here. Thank you for coming by.
I done did my hair. Put some lipstick and mascara on for you, Gregory.
Everybody give compliments to my beautiful host.
I have to tell you, my friend.
Yeah, old Christmas.
My friend, she goes by Nikki Blue Eyes on Instagram. She's probably in here lurking.
Greg, I won't touch those damn singing fish. I will sledgehammer the thing. My former mother-in-law had one. No.
Former mother-in-law had old Christmas stuff. Is
the singing Billy Bass fish.
Well, all of those fish are popular. You know why they're popular again? because
Khaki.
people are buying them and they're fixing them and making them Bluetooth to their phones so that they can Bluetooth songs from their phones to them.
That's like me putting my heavy metal cassettes in my sister's Teddy Ruxpin.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Anyway, so where is she here? Nikki. Her name is Nicole, and she goes by Nikki Blue Eyes. But this is so funny. She sent me a message. She said, this is about my Instagram post. Rocking around Christmas tree at Christmas. She said, this is supposed to be a compliment. I feel you will get a good laugh. I could be wrong and I could hurt your feelings. Oh my gosh. And I could hurt your feelings, but I have a feeling it takes a lot to hurt my feelings, that is. Not sure why I just said all that. You two gorgeous ladies look like you are from a soap opera getting ready to talk trash about someone. I'm thinking the bold and the beautiful. Oh, crack me up. I got to go mute again and talk to my brother. I'll be right back.
That's rich. Okay, well, you talk to your brother. I'll talk to the room. Hi, gang. Does anybody have any questions? Anything you want to say? Any treasures you found? Have you got any aluminum Christmas trees? Where'd you find them? How much did you pay? I'm surprised people saying they didn't know about color wheels, but so were more people not know about these? I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. I want to be educated by you guys. And yes, we know Hydran. And Noelle's face says,
guess I didn't have sound on, did I?
No.
You know, when you were younger and your parents were on the phone, that was when you wanted to talk to them, right? Like when everybody has this, everybody knows this. When you're on the phone, that's when they want to come talk to you. Uncle Gus had to shut the water off and flush the tank, and he wants to know if we will go turn the outside faucet on.
Well, I'm glad we schooled you, Carl. Because, yeah, you can sell the color wheels by themselves because they're frequently lost or broken. Let me tell you, this plastic, it can get wavy from the heat. It's easy to break. Oh, my Lord almighty. And, I mean, they do. Here, I'll take off the center part. There is a little divot in this from, just the heat and use at some point. Yeah, no, well, pull them up to show, but here, like I said,
okay, Matt has a question. What is it that in a society of such abundance and wealth, we still struggle with issues of poverty and have divisions caused by a have-not paradigm? I don't know, Matt, but we're not talking about that in this show.
How long do you want me to let that run?
Until it doesn't cough anymore, he said. Maybe.
All right.
Wow. But that's a good question.
Well, I was going to show everybody how these aren't broken. And you can sell replacement color pieces. I've heard of people just selling singles because, especially with these ones like this that break down.
Okay, Lisa, this is almost exactly your tree right here. It's the same, the one that you showed in the box.
42 watchers. But look, guys, they come apart that easy. These metal clips come off just like the acrylic posters. And people will buy just the panels, just these panels, because there's broke or melted, or there's some people I've seen, they don't want the orange or the green. They want one that's all blue or all red. And I've seen that. So, and always remember, there's somebody that has more money than you.
Listen here, Matt and Greg and Mike, the three of you are going to get put in the kids' corner timeout if you can't behave. I'm watching you three. Anyway, I couldn't help myself. Sorry. Barry said he has the collar wheel, but he's still searching for the aluminum tree. You will find it. I guarantee it. Just be
they're
patient.
out there. They are out there.
People sell
and don't
things
think
for
just
cheap.
because they're bent
Yep.
or, kind of straggly, people don't want them. They're original. What have we said about the old stuff? The old ones aren't being made anymore. That's memories to someone.
Well,
yeah, you can buy new ones, but it's not the same.
You can tell by this stand here, and I don't know why this person thinks they need to have these plush that don't even have anything to do with Christmas in their picture here. But that's just me, you guys all know. So you see the tinsel hanging, you see the stuff hanging in the background. You could put that on the tree if you want. But let's see. Let's see how good I can get in here and show you what I was talking about. See how that dowel is on the top with the one hole in it. So you put your one, that's going to give you your other 3 feet. Now, if you wanted to get really crafty, you could pick up just some extra pieces and you could drill more holes in it and make it more fluffy, more foofy, whatever, because right up here,
there's replacement branches you can buy. And I have seen people do that.
Yep. Because they won't have all the pieces, so they'll sell just the, and it's difficult to find. Here's an odd stand. Oh, thank you. Those are big. Yeah, they are.
Annie, so he's counting up supposedly listings he's doing during the live. Supposedly.
So here's another brand to look for: Payco Christmas pine tree. So they were made by
a 7 1/4.
Okay, this is what I was looking for. This is the actual stand that revolves that I was telling you guys about a little bit ago. Vintage mid-century music. This one plays music too. Musical rotating revolving Christmas tree stand, pom-pom aluminum. So that's another $200, and they will get that if they hang on to it. And here's some more. Here's a rotating one. I love this one.
I have one out in the garage in the box, but it's so heavy and it was behind some stuff. Jamie said,
no,
he wasn't getting it out.
You already had to dig for this stuff as it was. So
but mine's larger and flat, and it does play music too. But I mean, it is heavy. So when those shipping prices, it's not like today where they can make, stuff so light and it works and cheap. No, this stuff had mechanics in it, and it's heavy.
Oh, I didn't do sold. Wow. I wanted to go in the solds. That's what my problem is. Okay.
Has Matt dropped some acid?
Matt, really?
Are we sure that it's Matt?
I don't know, but come on, Matt. I don't do this.
I don't think that's Matt. I'm with Eric. I don't think that's Matt. I don't think that's Matt. I need to fetch up some ice. I'll be back in a second while somebody either wrenches the heck out or does something. Why would you ever ask that, Lissa? What, Gina, before I go get ice? What would I ever ask?
Okay, I talked about this last week. And Jennifer, are you still in here? Or somebody would be so kind as to put the Cha-Ching Kings link in the comments. I was being snarly, Lissa, about
it's okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Right. Because this tree right here, I'm going to open this up. I'll let you talk because this tree right here is a 7-foot Keystone. That's the brand. And he's got this little revolving.
Gorgeous.
And his are in the brown. So we saw this listed for $200. And we know that, so he sold this for $1,079 plus $85 shipping.
That is gorgeous.
And so, there you go. Go ahead and talk, Lissa. I'm gonna find this. There you go.
I'm just saying, people will pay up for these. Don't, even with their little ratty. That's what the pom-poms are supposed to look like when you have a really nice new tree. The price that you're going to get on these trees is dependent on several things. It's not so much the brand, but pom-pom is the most desirable. It's going to be the height. It's going to be the fullness. It's going to be the condition of the ends of the branches there. Like I said, this is a sad little pom-pom who's not seen his best days, in a long time. But
thank you, Tracy.
The original, huh?
Tracy, 1987 Venture.
Oh.
She put Scott's link in. So
okay,
if you guys, not just for Christmas, but if you guys aren't following Scott, he just recently started a YouTube channel. If you're not following him on Instagram, you are really missing out. He and his wife Melody are resell. They have for years, but he used to be a teacher and a principal. Anyway, this is what they do now. He's retired. Here's a 7-foot sparkler. Let's look at this one. That I think that's the bright green was.
The taller, the fuller.
So these are the ornaments that you would put on these trees, the shiny brights. And because these branches are made out of aluminum with aluminum things on them, you could hang heavier ornaments like the Radco, the glass, the ceramic, because they're not going to bow down like a regular tree does. They did a good job here. They tried to make it look all Christmassy, and they have a nice butterfly collection there too. Squirrel. Anyway, like, I can't even talk. Here's and you will see them without the pom-poms. You won't get as much money for the ones that, let's see, that don't have the pom-poms. See, we can do this. Here, this one is not pom-pom. 6-foot green, silver. I wonder if they have more pictures on theirs of it open.
I've sold that Evergleam.
So this one, there you go, you guys. It's not, you're going to find them in pink. You're going to find them in green. You'll find them. I have only seen a picture of a red one, but you're going to find them in every color. And this one is way different than, look at how they packaged that one up. They got a nice.
Oh, that's cool, because the different heighted ones, I like that better.
That's pretty. So, what did this one go for? Probably around $8.99 would be my guess.
I don't know why they took an offer. Oh, free shipping? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Depends on what you got into it and how much you want to.
Here is one, a vintage 6-foot silver branches. This one does not have pom-pom on it, but they have the rotating base, which has seen better days. But you know what? That can be fixed up, and it can also be hidden by a tree skirt.
Yep.
So
we learned about tree skirts, guys.
This is one that is not a pom-pom. I think that looks pretty dang cool, personally.
That looks a lot like my pink one.
Here's another color wheel. This is different than Lissa's. And this vintage, so this is a vintage Evergleam. Oh, I can't talk. Somewhere I was late because I was pouring myself a cup of coffee. I was like almost a minute late. Shipping
is insane.
Well, that's because That's because they're not shipping with Federal Express. They're shipping with USPS. That's ridiculous. That's what it would be for me. And they're probably using calculated shipping. This is what it would cost. That price, that $101.95, for them to ship that to me. I would ask them to. I would message them. You guys can do this, right here. Let's see what it says. Are they using USPS? Yep. Okay. They should be using Federal Express or UPS. So you can go message them and ask them to change the hello. Why is this not? I'm having some major lag, and have them, change the shipping on there somewhere. Let's see, right up here says contact the seller. I don't have to tell you guys this. Most everybody knows this. I don't think you're stupid, but there may be somebody in the chat that does not know that. So, are you there?
Contact the seller.
This is funny. They have spent all except this is all just for the stand, you guys. They're selling just the stand.
What?
Do you see a tree there? That's just for the revolving tree stand. This is just for the stand. And they sold for $445.
And guys, you got to realize these are not that big. I mean, look, mine came in this size box, which is, maybe 10 by 10 by 10.
Are you guys, here's another one. Here, this one's made by Imperial.
No deposit or refund.
Here is another one. This one has 11 watchers on it. This one has 16. I've never seen one like this. I would click on this, you guys, but StreamYard.
I've never seen that.
This one is Rainbow Light Revolving. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna copy and paste the title, and then I'll pull it up in a minute. Here's other things, you guys. Do you look for these? When you look through the Christmas stuff and you see all these bulbs that they have, sometimes just in baggies. Do you see this? And here's another one that was hand painted. Here's another different color wheel. Why would you
these
have
little metal reflectors? The little metal reflectors.
Picture, I don't understand that.
Oh,
but who am I?
Oh, I'm sorry. I tend to forget that, Noelle.
What?
Oh, that you can't see when you've got that up. No, I was showing the metal reflectors that were on the aluminum tree, but I was going to show that I have some of them are on their little pieces here because they actually go over lights, but I've seen people take them off the light piece and put them on the aluminum Christmas trees for a little extra color.
What?
See, it's that metal piece in the back. It's just a little piece of aluminum reflective, and they fit over. They fit over the light.
Here's that same one that sold for whatever. Here's
another
one.
Of them.
Look, this one's more like yours. It's not exactly, but this one's okay. So this and look at there you go.
Oh yeah, the C9s.
So these can be just clipped out. Literally, you guys could get a piece of cellophane, colored cellophane, the cellophane that they wrap around the Easter and Christmas baskets. You could put a piece of that on there. And there you have your collar. Or you could get paint and repaint it if you wanted to. Or you could get somebody to cut you a piece of lucite, colored glass, colored plastic. Boy, I can talk.
You're doing great.
It's a good thing that somebody can. Anyway, so very rare and overall good condition. The glass color discs have paint flaking. So that's to be expected, right? Here's another green tree. I was hoping to see.
Look, and that's a 3.5 foot.
These Evergleam revolving light stands. See, that's where the tree goes. Are consistently selling for $450, you guys. Somebody put lights on here. Man, that's a no. What is that song? Oh no. I can't sing. Oh no. This is asking to get electrocuted. Right there.
Do not do that. Do not do that. That's why they need color wheels.
Now, let's see.
Hi, Flippin' Sports.
And there's just, look at all these different years. So like I said, I know mine is from 1964 because I have the original receipt. That's not going to happen. That's a rarity. Here is a vintage Evergleam 6-foot gold aluminum Christmas tree. They must have 45 watchers, you guys.
Ooh. Yeah, gold. That's really rare.
Wow. I don't know why. They didn't even put the tree together.
For that kind of money, I'm putting the tree together. I put this together for what? Maybe 200?
Now this dowel is not painted gold like ours are painted silver. This one is wrapped.
Yeah, that's like this one.
And
really great that folds up so nice. Oh, no problem putting it together. It's just like a regular tripod. Oh,
there you go. There you go.
All right, I was gonna say for $2,000, I'm putting the dang tree together.
And it's not even a pom-pom tree, but you don't see the gold ones.
No. Gold and pink, I think, are the hardest to find.
Now, if I had this little stand, my pom-pom 6-foot pom-pom would be complete. So I may actually go buy a stand off of eBay to fit mine. But I also need to talk you guys. Here's a white tree. Let's see if
a lot of time the white trees, for some reason, they got very yellowed. And it wasn't because of smoking or anything like that. They just, the material they just got kind of a yellowish tint to them. So a lot of them got thrown out. The only way you're finding ones that are actually white are as if they weren't really used.
I don't even see a color wheel like mine. I haven't seen one like mine.
I told you I haven't seen one like that. Not for,
this is funny. Look at this. Why haven't I thought about this? I'll tell you what, you guys, you almost should wear gloves when you put these together. But
dang it,
this right here, because they put it together and then they're going to pull all the paper off. Is that one like yours?
It looks very similar.
This is the smartest thing that I have ever seen. And I am not joking. Because if you have ever put one of these together, those little pieces of aluminum are like razor wires. And they put it together and then they're going to go doink, doink, doink and pull all of they may or may not, but I mean, this branch is for the top of the tree. Huh? Isn't that nice?
Now, one thing is, when we were talking about which ones are more valuable, you got to always put in the ad, how many branches are there? Because, they're not going to sit there and, like there's 41 branches, 193 branches. You want to have that in there. Yeah, 4-foot tree, 6-foot tree, but how many of those little branches are there?
Vintage. Look at this, is too tall for their room. That's funny.
That looks like the one when I was born.
White Christmas tree, original box arcade stand. And that's that stand right there. Another thing that people are going to want to know, and they are going to message you, so you might as well just do it. Have somebody help you measure the girth of the tree.
Yeah. You don't want somebody buying it and being like, oh, it wouldn't fit in the corner like we were hoping.
No, somebody's just going to ask you that before you ever buy it. Tree pole and original box. Vintage cast iron stand made by Arcade. Assembly required, but a fun family activity. For real,
No.
I wouldn't let. I'm too anal to let my family help me with that. That's a beautiful. That right there is a beautiful aluminum Christmas tree. It is much more full than any of the other ones. And then there was a green one up here, very similar. A lot of people don't realize that they made these in colors as well. So, well, and then
you do it, Mike. I've had some clips made of me. You do it. Oh, yeah. The ceramic Christmas trees. That was one we should talk about, too. Well, we could spin that at the end here.
We can.
I have one just a couple feet away.
I used to make those. There you go. There's a 2-foot. I love this. Where's Dominic? Primetime treasure hunter. You left your Mountain Dew on the couch when you took your picture of this. What's wrong with you, Dawn?
Don't have the bottle of soda in there unless you're using it for measurement comparison.
This is a 2-foot, and it's really nothing exciting other than the fact that it's vintage and it's aluminum and it's gold. But they're asking 137. So here you go. Okay, all right.
Oh, that one's nice.
We are going to go here. I do not know how many Facebook groups I'm in. Can't count them, don't want to count them. I've only frequent a few of them and not very often. I don't know how many times I see people post, where can I get more of these little, I'm pointing at it and you guys can't even see that. More of these little thingy-mabobbies. That's a technical term because you know how I feel about that stuff.
Yes, the plastic glowy thingy-mabobbies.
Any place that sells ceramic supplies, like where you would go to get your ceramic clay, your glazes, your paints, sells these by the bags. Jasco is a huge ceramic supplier. Write it down, you guys, because you can order these by the hundreds. And if you were really entrepreneurial, you would go on and you would order a bunch of them and just sell them.
Sell them as replacements.
Because
for people too lazy to go to the stores.
They don't sell these at the stores.
What?
But all of these people that buy these that are resellers research this stuff. Don't you think that they could type in into Google search where they could buy these? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to open people's eyes to the fact that if, there's probably already people on eBay selling them. But when I say that, if you are selling something, you probably, if you were going to sell a Nintendo Wii and you didn't have the charger, you would probably buy a charger to see if it works. And then you would sell the charger with that. Does that make sense? This is the same thing. Maybe that sounds better. I don't mean
that one's really pretty.
It is. I don't mean to sound disrespectful or think that anybody is stupid or anything like that. But a lot of times this is really cool. A lot of times people just don't think about that. I like this one. This is very interesting. Okay, I'm hovering and it's not letting me do anything. That's like, there we go. Huh, that's very interesting. Anyway, so you see right here where the dowel is, again, that one, and lots of them, almost all of them will have that one tube mark that says this is the top one, but it really doesn't matter. They're pretty much all the same. And you're not going to have, in my experience, correct me if I'm wrong, Lissa, here's another color wheel I haven't seen. In my experience, all of the branches are the same length. You don't have shorter ones for the top than you do for the bottom, because the hole in the holes that are drilled into the wooden dowels are drilled at an angle. They're not straight in, they're drilled at an angle. And so you put and that's why you saw the tip of that one bent, and you'll see a lot of them bent. That way they don't fall out. So see that? There you go. Thank you, Lissa.
And then further up on the tree, they'll get more at an angle like this towards the top.
I don't, Carl. What the last 3 years we had, this last year our tree was they went and got it a couple of days before Christmas. This is embarrassing.
Hey, I've gone the night before.
They went and got it the couple of days before Christmas, and Justin and Emily and Dren decorated it, and I couldn't remember, and this is the honest God truth, and I'm outing myself. I'm just going to do it right here. Couldn't remember where I stashed the Christmas ornaments, because I had them in the same place every year, right? Well, I moved them. So I had a whole box, a huge tote in the garage of vintage Christmas stuff that I hadn't gotten listed. And so I just sent Justin out and got that, and they took everything out of that and they decorated the tree, and it looked awesome. So that was our tree last year. The year before, Dren and my youngest son and I went out into the forest and cut a Charlie Brown tree down, and we made paper chain ornaments and popcorn.
Oh,
that was our tree the year before.
Flashbacks.
And then before that, we would get a tree early, and basically I would put the tree in the stand and bring it in, and then I would put the tree skirt on and the lights on, and then I would sit in a chair and unwrap all the ornaments, and everybody would hang them up. And that was it. That's how it goes at our house. But the reason why it's been so
Oh no, remember I didn't put the bolt on. The star just fell off the disc because I didn't want to screw the bolt on.
The light covers for the ceramic trees. Yes, those, you mean the little thing that you pop in the back? You can get those light cords at I think I want to say it's Jasco. I'll look it up here in a minute. Yep. That tree. Yep. So see the little, can you put the top down and not on the base? Can you turn the base so that we can see the cord underneath?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Please and thank you.
Oh.
How do you guys like my Scream mug?
Yeah, they're real simple. You get them at the pottery places, and they have the, I love the little.
You can get those at Michael's. You can get them at, I'm not going to say the other one. You can get them at the fabric store, Joann's. You can order them online. You can get them at any place that sells supplies for ceramics.
You can get a cheap lamp at Goodwill or something and just take that apart.
Well, that too.
Some of the style.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I would do. Any bedside table, any bedside table lamp, they're super easy. And if they're ceramic and you can't take it apart, a hammer will help you. Please put it in a paper bag first, though. Yes, Lissa would do great. Good night, Tracy. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks
tomorrow.
for coming, Tracy.
Carl's on 18. As soon as he gets to 24, he gets to have some caramel popcorn.
Yes. We're down to a limited number. There's only 250 left in inventory. We do have wait list available. So you can sign up and we'll let you know, and they will ship approximately 3 weeks before Christmas.
But wait, there's more. If you order
Mike Rowe will suddenly appear and sell us a pencil later, and we'll have fun in the kitchen.
My son just brought me these blackberries. I have thornless blackberries in the front of the house. You see how big those are? That's 4 blackberries in my hand.
Carl, that would be my mother's fantasy.
What rhymes with Slobby Bobby?
No, me working on QVC.
No, I know. I know what you meant. Anywho. All right. So,
And my beautiful host.
And my beautiful co-host. So, we did the aluminum trees. We've talked a lot about them. We talked some about them last week, and we might as well do a few more ceramic items since we really didn't get into any of the ceramic and pottery stuff for Christmas, and we have plenty of time. So not only are you going to have these lovely, what you got?
I have not looked this up. This was with my aluminum tree and my color wheel. It is time period specific. So, and yeah, look, the box kind of roached. Okay. But you want to keep the box. Keep the box.
Oh, hang on. All right. What am I looking for?
I haven't looked this up in forever. And wait till you see it. This is an atomic age, like straight up. I'll show you guys in a second. It was $2.95. So this was costly. It's a crystallite atomic Christmas light. Here's the wording. I haven't looked this thing up in years.
L-I-T-E, crystal light.
Crystalite. And this is from the 50s. This is an atomic. And suggestions, put at the top of your Christmas tree.
Is it a tree topper?
Well, it's a tree topper, a table centerpiece, mantle decoration, suspend in your window, put it on your wreath, recreation ceiling room dangles, a night light. Well, I don't know where you're getting an electrical socket, but check this thing out, people.
It's called your battery.
Kid you not. It's an atomic star. It's a little dusty, but now see, they don't give you much to work with as far as a cord. It says, new three-dimensional crystallite star, a conversation piece in any setting. Superb as a lightweight ornament atop this tree. The beautiful 12-pointed lighted star also lends its warmth of color to many other decorative themes for the gay holiday season. You will also find many pleasant uses for this soft glowing light throughout the year. Decorators have suggested to use it for a nightlight or TV sets. Use in multiple units. The crystallite brightens dark spots in recreations rooms. Shadow boxes with many colored lights are charming. Through the sheer use of imagination and experimentation, you will find many everyday uses for the beautiful crystallite.
That's very similar. That one lights up though, right? Yours lights up.
Yes, ma'am. If I can fetch up the plug, gosh darn it.
No, I'm just trying to find what.
All right. I mean, it works so much better if I turn off the lamp. Oh, I'm in a Christmas nightmare in here. It really is Christmas.
Holy Mother Mary. Here you go, right here. Sold for $190. You better sell that. You better list that sucker, Alyssa.
Oh, there's my clip. And I have my box. Do they have their box?
They have their box.
Now, see, people, I'm deathly serious. Look at this.
Is yours lucite too?
Yes, it's exactly the one you're showing. It's exactly the one you're showing. But this is it lit up. People, really?
Oh, wait,
cheap plastic.
Wait. There you go. See this little thing right here? See this little plug-in? See how the clip has the little pinchy things on the side? I'm so fucking... Oops,
yeah, no.
Man, so good. I'm so freaking technical. It's not even funny. Look at there.
See, then you put different colored light bulbs in it. But yeah, the little metal clip, you can put it on the top of your tree.
And in this day and age, in the world of George Jetson, you can buy LED lights that change colors, so you could just get one of those, and it would.
Yeah, you can put a small LED set up in here. Right, easy. That would be quite nice. Yeah, I haven't looked this thing up in years.
Check this out. If you know how to rob a piggy bank, you'll have no trouble.
Yes, I have that instruction.
That's
Here.
Hilarious.
I thought that was funny too. I have the instruction. See? Yeah, the bottom line. If you can rob a piggy bank, you can use this. I was like, marketing approved that.
I gotta go get my blackberries picked, and that's another thing that's I didn't get many of my. They're talking about the berries in the comments.
See, they're saying, you know, you could use these as hang them from your ceiling for your mid-century modern parties. Look at this.
Hang
You
that
can't see
sucker
that
from
hanging?
your rear view mirror, and you will be on fire. Just saying.
No, you'll be arrested, but okay.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
But see, guys, and I mean, really, I can't drive home how cheap this seems. It is just thin metal and just the little thin lucite plastic. And it's not heavy at all. I mean, gosh darn.
If you really want to get right down to it,
it doesn't weigh 8 ounces.
The aluminum Christmas trees are pretty freaking cheap too. I mean, look at how they're made.
Well, but this is something I've never seen another one of these. Not until, you know, on eBay like this.
Right.
When I looked it up years ago, I couldn't find another one, so that's why I never sold it.
Well, there you go. $190 plus $11 shipping. So you better get. Oh wow, you guys!
Perfect for mid-century. Oh no, the Sputniks are going for that much now. Those.
Hang on, we'll
go
back to that in a minute.
Just one.
This one. That looks like a recipe.
Good night, Carl. Thank you. I hope. Well, we know you learned about the color wheels. Now you need to get one. You'll be dreaming of color wheels.
See you next week. We're not sure what we're talking about, but you'll find out. See this little shade, this little lamp shade right here? That's
I had one of those. It was the disco ball.
That little lamp shade sits on this little thing right here. And then these two globes go over it. Well, and then it spins, and you have, let's see if they did it, if they put it together.
Yeah, the heat makes the little thing spin, and then it reflects. I actually got that, not in a Christmas star, but it was what I called my disco ball in 1981 from Radio Shack. They are quite neat. I wondered what happened to mine. But what I'm surprised about is right above that, the Sputnik atomic star ornaments. They got that much for those three?
Apparently so.
Okay, guys, I'm telling you, you find these in those boxes with the plastic, you know, poinsettia bits and everything. Wow. I'm kicking myself. There was an estate sale last year that must have had 100 of those. And I just...
here's another one of those. Sold for... So this one and this one.
Oh, my goodness.
Same person. Same exact person. Look at the background.
Wonder if somebody happened to stumble upon maybe a store lot.
This one was sold June 17th and this one was sold June 18th. It's the same. Oh, they had two. See this?
That's what I'm saying.
One and number two. Now you guys, you guys will see these kind everywhere, and they sell. Look at. I see these all the time. I pick them up all the time. I must have 10 of them. I love them. And you don't just have to put them on your tree. And you're going to get them for dirt cheap. And if the lights don't work, those are easy to fix. But
I have a metal one. I wish I could have brought it. I'm hoping it's still over at my parents'. But it was a metal one, and it was about 8 to 10 inches across. And the metal had the white mica snow-like on it. And then the center was the red plastic. It was from the 1940s. And the cord was actually still really, really nice. I love that thing. And I haven't really seen those either, because that was supposed to be for me.
Look at these, you guys. It is well worth it to spend your time going through the boxes of Christmas stuff, no matter how monotonous it is. Look at how tiny these are.
Plastic cells, guys.
$75 for all 3 of these.
Plastic cells.
Rare metal star Christmas tree lights, lot of 3. All are in working condition. I had a hard time getting the green one to screw in tight, but it does work. Please be sure to look closely.
Yeah, we should drive home people learning about C9s, the light bulb shape size. Because the C9s are extremely collectible.
Yep. As a matter of fact, look at these are just covers. You'll find these in the bottom of the boxes. Just buy the whole damn box.
Yeah.
Literally, I beg you to.
Well, like I was saying, these things, you know, these are
stuff. This. Oh, you're not going to see this. Sorry. This right here. Look at these. $19.99. You don't even have to do anything. Walk over to somewhere in the garage, find an outlet, plug it in. If it lights up, buy it. If it doesn't, buy it anyway. You know why? Because these little plastic things right here, those will sell because somebody has theirs. Just like these little plastic things sell.
Oh, Cindy, they are beautiful. I mean, just the nostalgia of it. Do you guys offer flex pay? I don't know what Gina's asking. Do we offer flex pay?
No, Gina, but you can.
With me. Yes, at Noelle and Lissa's QVC. Well, I guess it's a YouTube shopping channel, which that is on the horizon.
Here we go. Look at this. $129.99 for 61 of these vintage swirl. How many of you guys?
I'm telling you guys, anybody who was a parent or an adult of any sort of an age in the 60s or 70s, they had tons of those from strings, old strings, garage sales. They got thrown out everywhere. I had no idea. Now, see, guys, I learned too. I learn every week too. I had no idea they were going for that much. I knew they were good, but I didn't think they were that valuable.
I want to show you this. Wait a minute. There's something here you need to look at. These aren't just your ordinary ones, okay? I want to show you these up.
Well, they're the swirl. I know they're not the regular teardrop.
But the regular teardrop ones go too. And
those are what we had.
So here's some more swirl. These are blue flame swirls. Man, I just made a mess. What else is new? I am a mess. Oh. I would say it, but you all already know it. I need help.
Hi, Carol.
I'm
just still worried when we're on this that, you know, you'll show something that I want to go buy and it's like, I need to be getting rid of stuff. I don't want to buy. I need to get rid. Jan's already caused me problems pulling stuff out. I'm like, I need to sell.
I just don't. I have a hard time parting with my money. There are certain things that I will buy, but so here you go, you guys. Look at this. This is a continual thing. These swirl ones sell for good money. Now, what did you say? Rooting for relics. You have C7s that don't seem to sell. Well, let's look and see what is going on with the C7s. You seeing this? Vintage Christmas lights lot, GE C7, C7 bulbs tested. So maybe go in and end your listing, relist it, and change some keywords in it would be my suggestion. Go to some of these that have sold and look at their, you know, they're doing C6, C7, C9, and this one, bubble, swirl, flame, ceramic, all the different words. But usually what I do is I go and I find the highest price one that's sold, and I steal as much of their listing as I can, because obviously, you know. And look at these. What are they? Snow frosted snow.
Good golly gosh. I'll be right back, Noelle. Somebody brought up about bubble lights.
Oh, I was just gonna pull those up too.
I love these. I love these snowballs. I love these. That's what my aunt had when I was a kid. I actually have some of those out in my car right now. I dream of having a whole tree like she had. Holy Christ, they're 110.
Cool.
I'll be back.
So you see the size of those in her hand there? I will tell you something. Even if you plug those in and you test them and they're not working, they still will sell. Somebody needs one to fill a spot, or they want to just hang them from the windows or something like that. They want to display them. Maybe use them on a centerpiece. So don't kid yourself. Look at, here's some more of them, all different. There's some lit up. We've all seen them, right? This guy's got 19 of them on bid for $28. He might just get when's that end. Seriously, you guys, 0 bids, 10 watchers. Those will sell. So let's do all different kinds, right? So C9 bubble lights. Yep. I mean, yours won't sell. I understand what you're saying. And sorry, I can't, I'm looking over, because I have the share screen, I'm looking at that on the computer, and I'm looking at the chat on my other computer. Just spent $1,200 on our Ford Excursions air conditioning, and it's still not working right. I'm beyond livid. Oh, I would be too, Carol. Are yours not selling? How long have you had them listed for? Put a link to them.
Glory.
Type rooting for relics. You're blue. Find your listing and put a link to it in the chat, will you please? And I will pull it up and we'll all help you with it, if you'd like.
Hello, I'm back.
Okay. Oh, so you got bubble lights, right?
Yes.
Hang on a second.
Now, I don't have the average ordinary ones, and I could have brought these out when we were doing Radco. These are Radco reproductions that we discussed. If some of you, Jamie, these are the Radco reproductions that we had discussed that he's done. You know, he got licensed to various companies, and so he was remaking a lot of them, you know, the shiny brights and that we discussed like last week or the week before. And these are actually copies of the super rare and expensive early bubble lights. But these are Radco. And these aren't cheap. And I was going to put them in a candelabra, but people will buy them just singularly.
Yeah, I sold a bunch of those, you know, and if you guys see bubble lights and some of them are broken, buy them anyway, because the ones that aren't broken, you can screw out and sell. I wish I could show you the vintage lights that I sold for $90-some. They had the cloth cord, the cloth braided cord.
Oh, that dangerous fire cord.
The whole light set was like that. A couple of people got really mad at me because I had them priced so high. Well, it was in really good shape. I didn't plug it in and try it because it was braided cord, but I'll tell you what, it took me 8.5 months, but somebody bought it.
Oh, I don't mind sitting on something to get my price that I know I deserve to get. But, okay, you know, that's a personal choice. Absolutely. And also, if you get these and they're broken, like especially even some of the vintage ones, but even these, because he made them pretty much to spec, because I had no comments, but a kitty cat knocked one of these off of the shelf, broke this globe, but keeping the shell piece and the little UFO disc. Because some people can use them. They need the replacements.
I can tell you exactly what's wrong with your listing.
I ain't got one. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Rootin' for Relics. I'm going to share it.
Okay.
We're going to help them. I can tell you what's wrong, and it's the way you have your listing worded. Different.
Christmas.
Sorry.
Oh, no apologies. I'm snatching up a light bulb.
And then after we help with this.
Oh, that's all fine.
Ah! That did not work out like I wanted to.
Yes, we all love when a plan comes together.
It's like
I can't believe I've never done this before.
I think one of the hardest parts besides shipping is trying to get your listing worded correctly, and it took me a long time, and I still don't always get it correctly. Okay.
Hi, Travis. Oh, yeah. Thirsty Santa says, don't forget to look up that ugly, cheap plastic garland and holly.
We already talked about that.
You know?
We already had a big, long discussion and showed a bunch of that, I think, on our first show. First or second show. But, yep.
Might have been.
I buy it all the time. Why is this not coming up for me? I literally just typed it in.
Oh, looky there.
42 Christmas light bulbs lot. Different brands. C7, 120 volts, some vintage. Oh, I wonder if I have this on sold. That's why. Told you I need help. Told you. Okay.
Butterfly Hustles. I put on so much weight during 2020 that none of my clothes fit. I had to go fetch this out of my inventory. It's a brand new brick.
You're killing
with the tags. So it's an extra large. Fits approximately a 38 triple D, double D.
Okay, don't nobody yell at me because I can already hear it. Rooting for Relics, your first name is, because I know it, and it's just not, I'm having a hard time. So you see how you have 42 Christmas light bulbs lot. Do you see how they have lot of? But you don't even need to do that. You can just say 42 vintage Christmas light bulbs. You don't, and this part back here where it says some vintage, get that out of there. Just my opinion. And don't listen to
No, I agree with you.
You should because look at the prices. Vintage lot, just right here. Just copy somebody else's title, but really go right here to your solds. Go right back here to your solds. What do we got here? Vintage lot of Christmas, C7.5, whatever. Find exactly what you got. Something very similar. Vintage. You could do this. Vintage Christmas lights.
Yeah, there's the foil things I was saying.
You can take the GE, whatever. 120 new old stock. Finds, oh, these ones. Wow. Wow. Really? $2. Here you go. Vintage Christmas lights lot. You don't need to have the GE in there. Do this. Take the GE
the
out.
C7 is what people are after.
This is what she did, because look at where the light is. Jake, sorry. This is what Jake did. I bet you used this one, didn't you? You don't even need to have the lot. They didn't put a number in. So you can do 42 vintage Christmas lights, or you can do vintage Christmas lights. Whatever. 40, and you can go at the very end. 42. You can do a lot of 42. The less, if you don't do a lot of and you just do 42, they're going to know that. And you've saved yourself lot 4, 5 spaces, 6 counting the space in between lot of. and then another space, that's 7 more spaces that you can use for some other word. Does that make sense, Jake?
See those candelabra right there? That's what I want to get. And they're just chintzy plastic. My mother had them in every window of every window of the house. And yeah, you can use those bulbs in them, but
exactly
you can use
what Matt is saying right here.
Bubble light.
Your first 5 words are the ones that that catch first. So those are the ones that you want to have the most information in. So just like he said, 47 needs to be as far to the left as possible. So 47 C7 Christmas light bulbs. Does that help, Jake, at all?
Oh, Jen, you always want to have lot if you're selling more than one item. People just search for just lot. I do it with jewelry.
I very seldom. I don't put a lot in. I seldom put lot in because you have more words. Now you can put the word lot in your description and it will pull up from there. Did you know that? When they're searching for that stuff, as long as you have that in your description too, it'll pull from there as well. If I have room for it, because I don't have enough other words to describe what I'm sorry, I can go back to here. I was trying. Oh, wait a minute. Let me fill in.
You're always learning, Jen.
With as much color as possible. Exactly. Let's see. Let me go back here to this. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. Let's go out of this. See how they have just zoomed in on this. So when here's your little
the snowballs.
I know, huh?
I guess that's maybe a bucket list thing of mine, and I'm getting to the point I probably should. I've always wanted them, and I want to do a tree in them. And I've got like 15 of them in my car, my old car.
I very
basically
seldom
the pods
take a
in the
picture.
driveway.
This is a personal preference for me and my store because I'm anal, and I will say it. Nobody else has to jump in on that. I am right there with you. Personally, these 2 right here that are super vintage, I would not even put in your lot there. Those 2 I would sell separately. That's just me. And maybe this one. It's not as old. Yeah, it is 88 cents, 88 cents. These 3 on the bottom here, that's just me. That's how I am. But do you see how your picture is not flat, but it's not straight up and down? I have a little 3-step ladder. I will stand on that and put my camera right above it so I'm looking straight down at it so it's not at any angle. And I try to get it as square for the first picture, mind you, as square as I possibly can and zoom in as best I can so that there's nothing else in the picture except for those lights. And I didn't do that for a long time.
No negative space. You want things as totally as cinched in as you can get.
All of these you could have touching. And I know we're trying to get less things done as fast as possible. And you have a really done, it's nice. So I think that if you just fix your title, I personally would go a little higher up price-wise because you can't come down. If you decide to run a sale, then you're going to get less than $19.99. Your shipping is good.
Hi, Bobby. And JT.
I would personally probably list those for $25.99. That gives you room to have a sale. It also gives you room to have a best offer. And anybody else? Hi, JT. How are you?
Well, it's Bobby and JT, but
I know. But when I moved my head just like this, I saw the JT. So, and Bobby, how was Hawaii? Because I know JT didn't go with you.
No, he didn't. But he only had to stay in the
suitcase. I don't want to know about it.
Okay, dang. I'm just gonna have my Christmas party here. You know.
You're just gonna have
some discs with some lovely music.
Anyway, hopefully hopefully that helps you. Hi, Robert, zombie bargain hunter. How goes it? Hopefully that helps. And
Robert came to see peeps.
You know, it's very, I will say this, it's very brave for you to ask him for you to give us your listing to look at, because a lot of people, what's the proper word? I don't have one. I'm going to use a Noel word, get butt sore when other people pick on their stuff.
Very protective.
How they take it. And so I have let people into my store in a live show to help me with my shipping, because I thought I had my shipping down and I didn't. And I'll tell you, it's one of the best things that I ever did for myself. So never any criticism, any horrible criticism will you ever get from here. So if anybody else ever has a question that they want to ask, and if you don't want to ask on the live show, you can absolutely message either one of us and we will help you.
I'll do whatever I can for anyone. I mean, if I don't specifically know the answer, I'm not going to be like my dad, make one up. I will try to tell you where you might be able to find it, or I'll even look it up depending. But always feel free to ask either of us. We want to help. That's what this is about, our community and sharing.
And if we don't know, we know a lot of people. We have been doing this long enough. Like if I had somebody that asked me a question about ephemera that I had no idea about, I'd send them to Matt or the auction professor. And there's other people out there too. Those are the two that I know that know the most off of the top of my head.
Somebody want to know about caps? I'm sending them to Bobby. Although I've learned how to clean foam poop.
If somebody wanted to know about caps, so I don't know Bobby as well as you do, but if somebody wanted to know about caps, I would send them to Tank Chernock's Connection or Tim over the years, because those two actually
there's lots of people that know all this. There's so many.
And so like Lissa knows different people than I know. You guys know different people. I've had to ask for help. I sent Lissa a picture of something that my aunt thought was Fostoria last night. And I was like, I don't think that's Fostoria. I still haven't spent much time looking for it, but it's over 100 years old. I have those same ones. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It's in here. I know it's in here.
Anyway, so, you know, and it's a pattern that I haven't seen, which means absolutely freaking nothing. You just crop to fill the space and adjust the brightness. Absolutely. Robert, you can always criticize my store. Feel free.
I'm an open book.
We love you,
Robert.
You guys, Robert, drop your link. You guys want to learn how to sell plush and that kind of stuff? There's lots of people that know a lot. Robert knows. That's his thing. And this guy, he shows you when he does his sales, he shows you all his numbers, and he sells
which is really important. Full disclosure.
And not just plush. He sells other things too, but plush is his thing. Yes, remember your first photo is only to get someone to click the listing and open it. After that, you can show the rest of the stuff. If you use a 1-to-1 ratio, you fill the space. Exactly. However, there are some pictures that you can't, some things you can't use the 1-to-1, and then you need to crop.
We have a Dren coming in.
I do not.
I do.
I don't know where you're smelling it from.
Daddy?
Maybe in your head.
Hey, I heard that. What is this?
It's not for you to play with. Okay.
What is it though?
What is the rule? Is it yours?
No.
What do you not do? Don't touch it. That's correct.
But what is it though?
It is a color wheel. It has a light in it, and you light up and you shine it on a Christmas tree.
Well, here, I can show Dren.
He's got something similar. Look at, see Lissa's here.
Lissa's got one.
See Lissa's tree right here? It's the same tree as this.
See my color wheel's rolling, and it's showing on the shiny aluminum tree.
See that?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's what that's for.
Hey, come back.
Just to make pretty colors on the wall and the tree.
What do you tell Lissa?
Thank you for showing me. Thank you.
You moved to this method of photos a few months ago, and oh yeah, absolutely. I did absolutely too. Matt, on a lot of things, and all the items that we had to go in and change, add a recommended item spec. You know, when they did all of that, if I didn't like my first photo, then I went in and edited that while I was already in there, because why not, right? Anyway, so well, oh, I was gonna show. Sorry, I was gonna show the bubble arts.
Okay, no pressure.
I got
trying to plug my laptop back in. It's saying it's an incompatible source. It's like, dude, I just took this out of you. Oh, for whatever. Okay. I'll stay as long as I can because I don't know what it's doing.
You guys, this is one light. Now, this is what they're asking for it. They have more than one, obviously, 5, 4. This is the asking price. These ones are more common. You will see these a lot, but
those are the common ones.
They just screwed the bulbs out. I sold so many of these last year, and they're super easy to pack. Wrap them in some bubble wrap. Saran wrap them together, wrap them in another piece of bubble wrap, put them in a box, and off they go. Look at this one, $30. Okay, these are asking prices. If you're lucky, you will find these little packages. These are the ones that I showed you right here. These ones, this is what they look like lit up. And I'll tell you something.
Yeah, Jan's been selling some of those on her show.
Yeah, she has. If you are going to take a picture of anything that lights up, turn the lights off and get a good picture of it. If you are going to take a picture of something, green glass, uranium glass, your first picture, and I'll pull a picture up here in a minute and show you, your first picture should be that glass glowing.
And Noelle does a brilliant job of showing the uranium glowing. I mean, some of the best. But yeah, you want to always do this. You're going to get a better price. You can bet your bippy when I photograph this, I'm going to do with the color wheel on it to show people. And like the ceramic, the Christmas tree. Oh yeah, my first picture is going to be it lit up. Got to make yours stand out.
Absolutely. And you know, sometimes when you read, we talked about this last time. I'm trying to, oh, seriously. Sorry.
Sold our fairy lamps that way. Yeah, Sarah, I've sold a lot of the fairy lamps, the Fenton fairy lamps and the LG Smith ones. And I always put a little light in it. And actually, not trying to plug QVC, but they have, and I know other places probably do, but you can get these little battery operated votives. And I just put those in so nobody has to worry about any wax getting in it. And they're right cheap. But they give the same look.
Absolutely. Okay. Hang on a second here. This one was hard for me. This is one of my listings. I sold the other 3 that I had like this.
Which is yours, Noelle?
Hang on. Sorry.
That's okay. Oh, that one. Yep. The upsy downsy flower comport.
Do you see the difference between that? And lots of people may look at this and think, it's not going to glow. It doesn't look glowy. I would almost walk by that. And that's, wow. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, look at that picture. It doesn't leap out at you and go, buy me, I'm gorgeous. That picture leaps out and goes, buy me, I'm gorgeous. And that's what we're doing, like with the Christmas stuff, like what I've got going on here. Yeah, you can just see it. Somebody's selling it without it lit up. You're like, okay, well, I got to try to imagine what it looks like. No, we need to sell the beauty. You know, it's the beauty of the piece that people want to see.
See,
And like the aluminum Christmas tree. Hey, I got a
This
color
one
wheel. This is
actually-
what it does.
you can actually see on this where I shined the light again, but I didn't have the lights in the room shut off, but you can still see it. You can see the purple there, then you can see the green there. So, you know, don't just, there you go. There's another one. I didn't have the light shut off, but it's enough to give you both visions of it. These can be
Hi,
super
Nancy.
hard to photo. I don't know why it did that. Anyway, so, and then, you know, there's custard glass too, but if you do your pictures like that, when you have any kind of a light, a Christmas light, a fairy lamp, absolutely.
Yeah. Hi, Elizabeth.
See how they made
Nancy
it dark
says she
here?
can't find fairy lights in her area. You live in Pennsylvania. Fenton should be around.
Go look in. Hi, Nancy. I didn't see you come in. Go look in your dining room. Your mom has some in her fabric. She's going to reach out and slap me. Do you guys see these little full set of 9 vintage alligator clips for bubble lights? These are just the clips.
This stuff just looks like junk in the bottom of boxes.
For $24.99. So, and here's a brand new modern day new old stock set. Here's 3 different ones from, you know, so that was not a good choice of background. You can't see the lights, but they still sold for $49.99. So there you go. Anyway, hopefully this helps you guys out because I know you're seeing this stuff. Here's some more of those little clips.
Yeah, and a lot of it can just look so innocuous. Like, look, these clips. Oh, you're like, well, maybe $12 isn't worth my time. Did you pick the box up for $5? Sold the light string for $30, the bulbs for $20.
Boxes, vintage Christmas. Here, hang on.
You'll find some, Nancy, but I think you're not looking. You're wanting to clean out.
See this? Do you guys see this? Empty box.
Going for the graphics.
Empty boxes.
They're ephemera. It's paper. I mean, look, like we showed, my wonderful crystal light box is pretty much, now most people would look at this, and I do mean most people, Noelle. Most people would look at this and go, oh, that thing's just ratty and torn to all, you know, I'll throw that out. But
you're
that'll be
absolutely
fine.
right. A lot of people would. Personally, myself, I would flatten that sucker out. I would mist it from the inside with water and flatten it out with a book that was wrapped in a plastic bag for weight. And then I would do the next side and the next side and the next side until it was all straightened out. And then I would sell it separately. And either way, it's still gonna. Here's a vintage shiny bright glass tree ornaments empty box, $21.04.
And I can say honestly, I have seen those boxes thrown out at estate sales because they didn't have any bulbs or they were broken, and I have fished them out of the dustbin. I have, and they're like, "Why do you want that?" And I go, "I just, you know, you fib a little." I said, "Well, I can put ornaments in it."
Here you go, Lissa. Here's your beat up box. It's not yours, but look at there.
I know what you're saying.
$24.99 for it. So, you know,
the glow lights box by Noma, $60 because I love those glow lights too.
Yeah. So, you know, display this decor empty, and I told you about the same thing with the hangers. The little wire hangers for your ornaments. You can sell just the box, but people want the ornament hangers too, but they will buy just the box to put in their Christmas displays.
Yeah.
Buy a Country Living magazine. you know, and
Yeah.
you'll see the vintage Commodore original Christmas card place settings, empty box made in Japan. Same down here.
Right, Nancy.
So,
right, Camulus. Empty boxes, people. Even if they're a little roachy, you know?
video game boxes sell also. I sell empty video game boxes all the time. I sell just the manual for the video game boxes. So when you see people pick them up and there's nothing in it, well, you'd be surprised. They might, and it might be a crappy game, but guess what? You can take the game paper out, right? You can unfold it and pull that paper out. People want the boxes because they're collectors, and maybe their box is toast. Same with Apple products, Samsung products, boxes, empty boxes sell.
Noelle, I can say my example that I've done over the years. No lie, people, and think about this. Sometimes you get an item and you're like, okay, I'm looking at the comps, and you're like, okay, well, I could get $35, $40 for this, but if I have the box, I can get $150 for it. So you go and you look and see, well, let's see, I can get an empty box for $20. I'm going to put that investment in. I'm going to buy the silly box and put it together. And you'll find a lot of ornament people do that, a lot of vintage Christmas. And then,
Sarah,
yeah, like video games. And it just, do not discard something because the original item isn't in it. My
Sarah,
philosophy is always put it up and give somebody a chance. What's it going to hurt?
Sarah, Nancy has auctions just like Jan from Antiques by Karen. And she also has eBay and Etsy. So when do you do your auctions? When do you do your live sales, Nancy? Every platform is under the same name. Yes, her YouTube is This Overstuffed House. Anyway, drop your link, will you please, Nancy? Will you drop your link in the chat, please? So yeah, there isn't 13. Are you doing are you doing listings too, Matt? I know he is. What?
Yeah, he's trying to say he's doing them. I don't believe it. I think they're just timing it and going.
Oh, I believe it. Matt has close to 14,000 listings in his store.
Okay.
And he does. So I believe he eats and sleeps listing and packing, and then he gets to source every once in a while.
I dream I'm sourcing, and then I wake up and it's like, crap, all the great stuff I found. Oh, did that again last night. Boy, I had a really good run. You might be a reseller if that's the stuff you dream about. Honest.
All right. So,
everything that I have visual here on my Christmas, anything I showed you, everything's going to be for sale.
Look, you guys, 144 medium twist bulbs, vintage ceramic Christmas tree lights.
You didn't have it up. You have me up.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, I love those two.
There's birds. So there's a whole set with the little star to go on top. So you can get them right here, or you can go on Google and find a place in your town that sells ceramics supplies. Google ceramic supplies, and you can walk right in and pick out just the ones you need, or you can buy a whole bunch of them and sell them just like these people are.
Yeah, like this tree I've got here is missing the star, and look, I can go fetch up a star for what, like $5.
$2.99. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, that's a bit extreme.
That tree's pretty. Okay, so like I said, I used to paint these for one of my best friend's moms has a ceramic shop. She still does it. I used to paint all of this stuff for her, and then I got to do all of my own stuff for free. I have seriously considered looking to see which ones sell for the most money and having her pour me about 10 of them and going up and cleaning them and and
There
selling
are
them.
people that do that, Noelle. I know for a fact. I do
know there
know.
are. They're selling them right here. Pre-owned. You know, I mean, I gave my grandmother's to Marie. I don't know how long ago.
Well, I know that this one right here was made in the 70s, has the beautiful puffy snow and quite elegant, very heavy with the lighted base with the little I know this because where it came from. And Camulus can say that he saw this from the time he was a small child.
There you go, guys. Atlantic mold. Here's a flocked one. That's what I was thinking. A lot of the flocked ones, the white ones.
I love the ones with the flocking on it. Those are my favorite. And then like the white ones with like blue birds and that. But look at these. Look at the prices of these, people. And this is July. It's July, and look at the prices. Do you see Camulus? Please make it go away. He wants this tree gone.
When you open up, this should have gone for a little bit more, but who knows why.
I like that one. 1990. That's beautiful. Oh, my stars and bars. That's shipping.
Okay. Do you see these things right here? I did all of these figurines, and for Halloween, the pumpkins, the witch. That's actually.
Oh yeah, when we get around to our Halloween show, you and I are showing those ceramics because I have them too.
We'll probably do Halloween for 2 weeks, maybe next month. We haven't quite decided yet, but
yes, everything's up in the air
because we need to get Halloween done here. Maybe we should do Halloween starting next week since we're done with Christmas. What do you think?
I would ask the audience what would they like to see, and maybe that'll help us, get a direction.
Look at this
one.
I
thought the Halloween more towards, if you and I are going to dig out the Halloween stuff, because a lot of it's going to be stuff that's our decorations personally, maybe a little closer to like September so that we can just put it up.
Should be shopping and having that listed. Look at this tree, Lissa. $240.37. It's 11 inches tall. They don't even have.
I don't know what's up with that. That's not even pretty.
It's cool looking. I think that's my personal opinion. It's a molded light Christmas tree. I don't know what fat ceramic. I don't know. Somebody 22 bids.
Matt and his whole Arbor Day thing. Whatever. You want trees? I got a whole bunch of them. Come here. They're they're huge. Just come dig them out. You can take them.
Listen, Matt lives in the Pacific Northwest with me, and you guys wouldn't know what a tree was like back there. I'm just teasing you. I'm not being mean. We have what if my friend in Georgia told me. I was down in Georgia visiting a friend years ago, and a truck went by, and I said, a logging truck in Georgia went by, and I said, what the hell is that? And he goes, that's a fine load of Georgia pine. And I looked at him. I said, that's what we push up with bulldozers into a pile and burn because it's a waste of your time. And then he came out here and he couldn't believe it. Anyway,
Oh no, I had postcards that showed the old growth trees back in the turn of the century, and that they were like 20 feet across. The men are standing there. I mean, it was just sick. And they're in the river being floated down and on these trucks. And, yes, I know what trees are there, and they should stay standing, but we're not going to argue about that.
I'm just teasing you. I'm not arguing. I'm just teasing you.
Yeah, Nancy, these things are egregiously heavy. Like I can't even imagine this. This thing's got to be 25 pounds.
That one's probably 15 pounds.
It's
heavy. No,
I know dead weight's different than picking up my cat, so it's a little hard to figure.
It is. You know, and that's one of those things, that one right there. Do your lights come out or did they glue them in? Your little
Nope,
light
they're
bulb?
glued in,
Okay.
which is easier for moving it. One of them is broken here, and then the star is broken. But aside from that, and they're easy to get out. See, I like it. He doesn't, so it's got to go.
Well, there's somebody out there that wants to buy it, Lissa, and then they'll be happy, and you guys will be happy. You'll have money. Jamie will have it gone, and three people will be happy. Ding, 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 and then maybe you can go buy something from Janet or Nancy's auctions.
I don't need to buy more. I need to sell. I'm going to be doing a jewelry sale. I'm going to be doing sales coming up. Go away stuff.
Heavens.
Don't need stuff. Have stuff. Need to make other people happy with stuff.
Just trying to help you out.
I know. I want to, before Christmas, I want to find, oh, there's Jan. I want to find my living room, which you know, you have seen, is full of boxes and boxes and boxes of jewelry. And since I'm not doing the flea markets, what am I going to do?
I don't know.
You guys in the world here, there's going to be sales coming up, and I'm going to work with wonderful people like Janet. I don't know, maybe Noelle to make things go away. So that's on the horizon. Waving at you, Jan.
Being awful quiet back there. I was listening to her earlier. And
see, I'm having my own personal Christmas party here.
Hang on, Jan, are you still hiding out there? I got something for her. Share screen.
Jan, do you have any of the color wheels like we were showcasing that I have going on right now? You probably don't know. Those are money.
She might not have seen those because she was
yeah, she was doing her show. But Jan knows we can help. We will gladly help. Oh yeah, Jan. That's got to go. There is nothing I'm in love with in the living room.
Happy birthday 2 days late, Jan. This is better than me singing.
Aw.
It's kind of cheesy, but there you go, because we love you.
We all should have sang to Jan.
Happy
birthday, dear Jan. Happy birthday to you. 28 again. 28 with experience. Thank you, Mike. I'm a Christmas party.
I sent her a cheesy TikTok. Anyway,
oh, I'm glad because I don't know how to do that.
Janet. So anyway, yeah.
Jan had a great birthday. She got to see Alex from Curiosity Inc. He rarely does shows. Yeah. And he was her inspiration. He's a lot of our people, a lot of inspiration.
I love him. I've followed him for years.
Oh, you can look and see my YouTube. I signed up in 2016, and it was, right around that time, it was him and Grandpa with the raccoons.
Hey,
I didn't really come to the reselling community until 2020.
Carol, be quiet.
No.
Carol, be quiet. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you have TikTok? What? What is she putting on TikTok?
I didn't say I put anything on TikTok, but yes, I do have a TikTok. I haven't put anything on there yet, but just you wait and see. You never know.
Anybody else?
It was
anybody else feeling the same way?
It was somebody else's TikTok.
Yeah, Mike, he is a fabulous. His soul is.
I sent to her.
You can tell people that are genuine and people that are just trying to get ratings and whatever, and that's why I fell in love with him.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the same thing with Kevin. There's a certain genuineness that you can just feel. No,
I don't think it
Jackass.
was.
I
I
watched
don't
him when he
think
had
it
his
was either, Matt,
show.
because
His
I've
other
literally
show.
followed him since shortly after he started. And I don't think it was either.
It's when he had that other shop, and he, like, before he helped out the homeless fella that brought him that wonderful Disney print from a dumpster. That's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
So what's on the agenda, Noelle?
What would you guys like to see next week? Would you like us to talk about Halloween? 1 for yes, 2 for no.
I think that's sexy, Jackass. I think it's sexy. I used to put eyeliner on my boyfriend in the 80s. Of course, he looked like a young Vince Neil or Janie Lane, so.
Mike, go eat popcorn and shut up.
11111. People want to hear 11111. So what was the first choice?
1 was yes, 2 was no. All
Butterfly.
right.
Carol, I have heard of this OnlyFans, and what I've heard is not good. I've heard it's something that, like, teenagers or college girls trying to make money do. I don't. Oh, Game Master Arbor Day stuff. I swear, don't push me. I will go dig a baby tree out of my front yard. They need pulled up anyways, and I will have it in a pot here just for you. Do not think I'm kidding.
You already ate your popcorn, did you?
Might be a short show. It might be.
I'm eating.
So I guess whatever the first.
Jalapeno stuffed olives, which would really be better in a martini or a Bloody Mary, but alcohol makes me sick, so all I get is the olives.
I'll take the olives, and I might take them in a cocktail. But jalapenos? No, that was stuff that we did, parties on dares.
No, I eat jalapenos every day. I love them.
No, Taco Bell used to sell the little dishes of them in like a little shot glass size for 25 cents, and we'd have competitions. Of course, that's when you could get a party pack of tacos for $10. So
look who came out of the woods to tell us about OnlyFans.
It's Mother's Mustachio. He has OnlyFans. I'm sure it's for the stash.
That's Ansley. Let me see,
Ansley.
Lissa. Wait a minute. Let me see, Lissa.
Oh, what she set up?
Okay.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere we go. It's the aluminum Christmas tree, Jan, with my vintage color wheel, the atomic color wheel, which we covered this, so watch the show back. It shows, because you don't want to put lights on the aluminum Christmas trees. Then, I had, we were showing I had some of the bubble lights that are actually modern repros by Radco.
Bubbles, blings, and bubbles and other things.
And then we have this glorious, everybody loves these extremely heavy murder weapon kind of Christmas trees. The love of Christmas.
I loved your cheesy little teethy grin.
Jan, are you saying about the color wheels, or oh goodness sakes?
You're fine. One mango.
Yeah.
What you got going on there, Annie?
I don't. Aluminum ice cream cone. Oh, the atomic wheel, which I just need to wipe that off. That's just a little dirt from the box. There's been a rubber band in there. But yeah, Jan. Now we showed the different kinds of color wheels, but they go with the aluminum trees. And if you don't have a colored aluminum colored tree or the wheel in your stuff, I can't even imagine.
Matt, you're horrible, but we love you.
He's the one that would do the eggs, nuke eggs just to mess with people.
Matt and Mike, they live in opposite areas of the states, and it's probably a good thing because I would hate to see the two of them get together.
Now, why is Janet putting 25? Is she just messing with them?
Pretty sure. You want a white tree?
Which I said they get yellowed.
There's one for sale. How much did they want for that? Like $1,900? Yikes. We're bidding. She thinks, oh, they're putting up the numbers of listings they've done while we've been talking. That's what.
Okay.
No, well, Janet.
Oh, they're bidding. They're bidding. No,
Janet.
No, it's not an auction.
So Janet, here's my color wheel. Mine's totally. We looked at a bunch of color wheels, and mine is you're able
very
to
unusual.
Turn it like this. It's got different, but see how it spins. Look closely. Look closely.
No, Matt, give Buster scratches and brush him because I know he's shedding because all my kids are.
All right.
Jan was bidding. Yes, $25 for this spectacular 1950s, 60s color wheel with versatile uses.
We didn't see one like yours either.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, did we?
Well,
like your
no.
color wheel?
Okay, we didn't see the atomic horn.
No,
but you know the regular.
Well, yeah, but not the back part.
But not the atomic funnel. No.
I actually have, Jan, the original price tag for my aluminum Christmas tree from December 26, 1964. They paid $3.53.
Well, here, share this with Jan, my roach. Now, Jan, I think this is somebody to drive that home to again, in case anybody else. Look at this box, Jan. Look at this box. This is important. Look at this. You'd be like, oh my God, look, the holes, the lid, look at this thing. You'd be like, oh, I'm just throwing out that box. My God, look, it's all mashed and bleh. Well, Jan, Noelle can pull this up and show you again. Doesn't look like much, just a simple piece of plastic with some metal, in the bits here. And I can plug it in and show. It does not have the best longest cord, that's for gosh darn sure. But, and I want Noelle to pull it up to show you. Goodness sakes almighty. By the way, if anybody wants to buy the top, it is for sale. It's a Barrick, new with tags. First time it's been on somebody. Extra large, 38 double D, triple D bust. And it buttons. Okay. Hidden snaps. Here you go. Jan, this is money. I don't know where Noelle went, but we found some without the boxes, and I think it was like 190 or whatever. Smexy. Cute. But with the box, Jan, you cannot underestimate. People want the boxes even damaged. Yeah, and as Nancy's saying, Noelle, can you pull this up again just to show Jan? It's the crystallite.
Hang on just a minute, and I will.
Beautiful,
absolutely.
Durable. And Jan, it has a price on it originally at the store of $2.95. So this wasn't that cheap because this was the late 50s. This is an atomic look. So this kind of style, learn atomic. Have I lost my Noelle?
No, I'm here. Hang on a second, y'all.
Oh, well, Jan, just a sec. She's going to pull it up. You're on holiday. The weather outside is frightful.
Vintage, what was
Inside it's
that?
so delightful. Crystalite. I don't know. I figured we need something to hold people here. Listen to the girl who's had her vocal cords destroyed. Try to still sing. Let it snow, let it snow,
It
let
was a
it
sold
snow.
one. It was a sold one that we found, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on just a second. I think I found it. Let me come back over here. We will.
And this can be anybody's once my bum gets around to listing it. Or if you have a special request, I'll do this instead of my jewelry that I like so much better.
Right there.
There we go. Jan, she pulled it up. Take a gander at my cheap little plastic looking piece of metal and holy bunch of nothing.
And you
the
can
atomic
put,
aid.
there you go. There's a better.
And then you can put different colored light bulbs in it.
You can put a red, yellow, green, blue, purple, whatever you
Which,
make.
when I go to sell it, I will do that. What did we say, guys? You want to show things that light up in as many ways that they light up as you can.
That should have been the first picture with a clear light bulb in it, or not. This one of these should have been the first picture, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would have thought, but have the box, kind of where they can see it.
Nope.
Jan wants to make one now.
Look at.
There you go, Jan.
When they
make
pull your listing up, when they pull your listing up, they're going to see this and they're going to see these other ones. So if you have this one first and then this one next, they're going to see that and they're going to see the title. They're going to see all of this. So if you're doing something that has lights or that is uranium glass, your first picture should be that thing with in a dark room. Hee hee ha ha ho.
The funny farm, come to take me away. No, Nancy's saying it seriously looks like cheap 1970s special effects. Well, for $200, folks, I can tell you for a fact, I did not pay more than $3 to $5 for this. Absolutely didn't pay more than that.
She stole it from the DeLorean.
What?
You know the DeLorean, Michael J. Fox. What was that movie?
Back to the Future.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to disconnect that. It looks like we've had kind of a vote that people would like Halloween to come up sooner rather than later.
Well, I guess we will do Halloween next week and maybe the week after, because it might take 2 weeks to do Halloween.
I need to get all this Christmas out of here first. This office isn't that big.
So one thing that I will give you guys a little hintsy for, and most of you should already know it, if they have DVDs, really what you should be, anytime you go to an estate sale or a garage sale, you should be looking at the VCR, VHS movies. There are a lot of horror movies that were never put on DVD, and those are worth.
What you're saying, Noelle, about the horror movies? I actually keep a list. Not to overtalk you, I really don't want to. I actually keep a list of the old horror movies in my glove box, or at least when I drove. I have it. It's actually right on my stove right now, but of all the ones that are like really worth it. So if I'm flipping through, I don't have to comp and, somebody maybe grab it. I've learned a lot of the names.
Hey, Liz.
Because it's ridiculous. Yes, ma'am.
I'm not saying this because I think you're stupid, because I don't, but I know that you hate computers and stuff, okay?
Yes, I do.
If you go here to your apps and you have all, it shows all your
Oh, the
apps,
scanny thingy for barcodes.
and you go to search. No, this is just on your phone. And you go to search. See that? Notes.
Samsung Notes. Yes, ma'am.
And you can make a list and keep them on your phone, and you don't have to have them in paper anymore. And then they're with you all the time, honey child. A lot of people
I'll get
don't know
there.
that. I don't think you're stupid, and I'm not trying to put you down. A lot of people don't. I showed it to my son earlier today. He knows way more about this shit than I do. And a lot of people know about it, but they don't think about it.
I know. Well, yes, and that is a good point, that you can put it in these storage files and, you know, just ignore us older people, but our information is valid. Where we store it might be a little odd.
Well,
Google
everything's
Drive,
valid.
thanks.
And you know, it's just like one more new thing to learn, but you know, like I was telling my my granddaughter's mom the other day, I said, you know, you have a calendar in your phone that you can put all your appointments and stuff in and set alerts for. And said, I have a calendar on the wall. We write everybody writes everything, because I don't know what everybody else has got going on, you know. So everybody writes all their appointments and everything on it. But I put all my stuff on my phone too. It took me a long time to train myself to do that.
Hey, I'm good using a whiteboard now. That's a step up for me.
I can't carry a whiteboard in my pocket.
Vicky Kuhn, I've not seen that name, but she says that, yay, she's got to utilize that part of the phone. So see, you showed somebody else something to do.
So, you know, and it's not absolutely not to make anybody feel stupid, but sometimes we take for granted the things that we use and do every day. Other people might not know, and it might help them. They might not want to use it. They may know about it. You don't know unless you say.
Yeah.
And that,
here,
that goes.
Matt and Jan are both saying about the horror VHS and then the Rock Band VHS bootlegs. I mean, yeah, big money, guys. Just because something's homemade or it's on a VHS tape. Now, if you would have told me VHS, they would have been worth something now. I wouldn't have tortured a friend who insisted on collecting everything under the sun VHS. He basically had a Blockbuster in his home. Of course, I think he was a virgin until he was 40, but I teased him that they would be worthless and that was never going to be any money.
Matt, also, see what Matt says
Jimmy
down
Ziegler.
here at the bottom. If you can find VHS HS from MTV Headbangers Ball, can be huge money. Also, something that you guys should know and be aware of, blank VHS that people have recorded on, and they'll write Simpsons 1980s or whatever season, and they'll keep that one tape they taped all the Simpsons on, or they might have done the Tony or whatever. They write on their people. We would write on our tapes what was on there, right?
Yeah.
Those things sell for pretty good money, especially in lots. But you would be amazed because
and people even want to see the commercials
and the stuff that's on there, like AC/DC bootleg VHS for $2. Yeah. So if they have writing on them that says what's on them, that makes it even better. But even if you know that that's what's in there, you can pop a few on and listen. I have a TV out in my garage set up so that I can just plug a VCR or whatever into them. So if you can just pop those suckers in and listen to them while you got to test your VCRs anyway, listen to them while you're doing stuff out there. And then, have an idea what's on there. And you would be surprised. Pretty much any VHS with live TV recorded is sellable, 100%.
No, I just thought of the VHS tape that I found the other day, and Jamie just looked at me and started laughing, and he was like, that's some pricky, random stuff. It had 2 movies written in my handwriting, probably very mid-90s, early 90s. Hair the movie, and then Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And I guarantee Elvira would have been off of USA Up All Night. Yeah, I just found that going through some papers upstairs. So again, you never know where things are going to be stuck in, people. Go through those boxes. Well, I've got Headbangers Ball somewhere, hopefully. I don't think my sister's smart enough to know that stuff has money over there.
See this?
It is always amazing the stuff we come up with at the end of the show, but everybody learns. I learn. Look, Jan's learning more. That's what we're here for, Jan. This community is to help you.
Lot of 9 pre-recorded VHS video cassette tapes sold as is, but you can see right here that they wrote, any of us that were from that era, look at $99 for 50 of them. Look at Scooby-Doo, 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 Mutant Ninja Turtles, right there, not the one with 18 on it. Mutant Ninja Turtles, full. Quest for Fire, For the Love of Benji, Voltron.
That is some random, really random stuff. At least mine's all Highlander and
$26.
Nikita and
That Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that one right there should have sold for $26, because can you imagine the commercials that were on during that?
I just remember it wasn't but 20 years ago.
19.
People were throwing these away, Noelle. They were throwing them out.
I don't throw mine out. That's why I'm telling you guys this. This is your bolo from me for this week. Okay? There's 2 of them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 19, and then number 18. So, there you have it. And let's hang on. Let me go right back here for a second.
Yeah. Oh, it's kooky crazy. I mean, you can get these for nothing at it. Garage sales.
Tape sold as used blanks. You really need to make sure that you put this in here. Tapes sold as used blanks. Don't list any of the shows that are on there. You can get caught by some of the shows copyrighted. Okay, it's a copyright thing. So don't list in your title or in your description any of the shows that are written on there. You won't see that. This is what you do. You show the picture and you're selling them as blanks to be reused.
Now, see, look, Vicky Kuhn, thank you very much. That's our goal. She says, wow, the stuff I've learned in the short amount of time I popped in while listing. That's it. If we just teach 1 or 2 people something, that's what it's all about. We give our time to the community to help others. And, you know, that's what our whole community is about. Not every person can know everything.
Nope.
Oh, Jan's being all flattering. But I think we're about at the end here, Jan. And I know I'm burning up something fierce in my beautiful holiday outfit by Barrick, size extra large, new with tags and buttons, that is coming off as soon as this show's over. And going back into inventory.
I'm coming for you, Lissa. Hang on a second. You know I love you, right? You know I love you.
All right.
Last time I wore this frock.
Oh.
Was eBay opened? No. It's actually, I wore it at the International Burn Convention in LA 2 years ago. It's been hanging in my closet ever since.
Well, thank you, Vicky. We're glad to have somebody new. You can always go back and watch our previous. Apparently, they're quite informative and hoot-worthy, I guess. That's what people say.
Same here, Matt. Anybody can call it teaching. You can call it whatever you want, but we're sharing stuff that we know. You know, I just consider it sharing. Everybody has a different word for it. It's all the same thing. Teaching, sharing, whatever. Letting somebody in on our secrets.
And look, we even learned pulling up comps and stuff. I had no idea. I haven't looked in a long time. I had no idea that those like C7 bulbs and that were going for that much more. And, you know, we're always learning. Even though we bring the show to you, we learn just watching this stuff.
Vicki, I have a Tuesday morning show that I normally do, Coffee Talk. I haven't done it the last 2 Tuesdays, and I'm not sure that I'm going to be doing it next Tuesday either, because I'm in the middle of cleaning out my aunt's house. But you know what? I probably will do it next Tuesday because I'm cutting back on my hours. Otherwise, they're coming to take me away. Ha
Oh, to the funny farm, I say. Yeah, I know the song well. I had that record.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Where the days are always gay.
I'm going to have to use that song for next week's Instagram post for our show, I think.
Oh, Jan, you're going to have to go back and watch, honey.
Vintage C7 Christmas tree light bulbs. Hang on.
It's a size and a style. But you'll find them just in boxes that just look like a bunch of blah in the bottoms of corners, and nobody gives two hooey booies about it.
Here you go. Here you go, Jan. Prepare to have your shorts shocked off of you. $45 for these ones.
See, and Annie has some in a box. Look it all up, guys. Always look it all up.
See these, Jan, these clips right here? Hold on the vintage bubble lights. Let's see. Of course, it's not going to do that. See these bubble lights, Jan? And how much just one light sells for if it's these MoMA lights.
She needs to know those are the vintage, not the ones that she's been selling. The ones she had been selling, I would have told her. She's been selling a bunch of the new millennia repop, 90s repop.
Yes, but those little clips that I just showed you, those alligator clips, these ones right here, are for the vintage figural bulbs or the bubble lights. These ones. See that? $80.75.
Ah, but Jan, they can be used. You'll learn parts of them can be used.
See this?
Just because they're not working, offer them up.
See that clip right there? That's not the same kind of clip. But there you go. There's your this is the one you want to look for. 1940s Peerless Shooting Star.
Jan, I would have told you if they were the expensive ones, or I would have bid.
People don't read descriptions because of this shit right here. Number 4, base is red. Working. I was trying to figure out. See, nobody cares about this stuff right here either. Nobody cares. Is Robert Zombie Bargain Hunter in here? Nobody cares what your aunt did, where she bought it, and how many dollars she paid for it, and how many times it was put out to be looked at. Nobody cares about that. Just list it. List it. Get it listed. Get it listed.
It's so hard to get away from doing that.
I know it is. And I have written books about a lot of things, but guess what? I don't do it anymore. Unless there's a flaw, I don't write anything. They get close to 12 really good pictures as I can take. And they get all the stuff that we have to now put into this stuff right here, into our specs. And unless there's a flaw or something wrong with it, they don't get anything else. I don't have time.
Right, Nancy, tell her. Oh, about the bubble lights. Jan's freaking out, worrying, and it's like, no, if they were the old ones or worth something, I would have told her. And so Jan, Nancy's just helping.
I lurk in your auctions. I seldom talk because I either have it on TV and you can't talk, or I'm listening with my earbuds. Okay. If I saw you selling something for way too cheap, do you think that I might not message you on Instagram or call you on the phone in a hot frickin' second?
Both of us, Jan. Both of us.
We gotcha. We gotcha.
All right. Well, So have we decided what we're going to do next week, or are we just kind of leaving it up in the air and maybe going to decide later depending on things, or what?
Next week, we are going to do something that has to do with Halloween. I don't know what. We don't know what. Listen, I'll talk about it this.
I need to get my witch hat out. Oh.
You can do whatever you want. You can get your kitty cat, Halloween stuff out. Yep. So that will be next week. And as far as that goes, I guess that is all we have for you wonderful people tonight. And we appreciate you coming and hanging with us.
So we can leave you on this. It's right close soon. 5 months. The weather outside is frightful. Inside it's so delightful. Everything, let it go. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Bye, guys.